Interrupt. We're live.
Hello.
Hey, all right. We are live. Are we live?
We are live.
Awesome, guys. Welcome today to another episode of Get With the Program, where we help business owners accelerate their business and ultimately attract their ideal customers and bring them all the way through to closing the sale and delivering high quality products. I'm Jeremy DeMerchant.
And I'm Kelly Tenney. We are so excited that you guys are here today.
Now, last week after the show, Kelly and I got into a conversation. And I thought, how can we give our viewers something that's really applicable to them, but something that's really simple that can make a big difference? And we got into a conversation about whether or not we should be using our personal Facebook pages for business. And so we did a little digging and we identified a few ways that as business owners, we should be leveraging some components of our personal page without violating Facebook's terms, of course, to make life easier for your ideal clients to find you and for you to promote your business. So, Kelly, I'm going to let you jump into it and tell us these three key pieces that we talked about.
Awesome. This is so important. And for those of you that don't know, I actually have a background in social media. I've helped a lot of companies grow their social media and their businesses on social media. And we really often forget that most of us have built this amazing Facebook personal page, which is how most of us started using Facebook, and that it really is this untapped resource. And so, as Jeremy mentioned, today we're going to talk about 3 ways to build those relationships that are so important for your business by using your Facebook personal profile. We definitely are not into leaving any potential connections or networking out on the table. And so this is why we thought this was a really important topic. And so for those of you, before we get started, that, know other entrepreneurs, know people using their businesses, building their businesses on Facebook or wanting to grow their business, that have both a business page and a Facebook personal profile, we would love for you to share this video with them or tag them or do both. Because again, all of us entrepreneurs and business owners need to stick together. And this is one of the biggest untapped places, I think, and Jeremy, let me know if you agree or disagree, an untapped resource of where people really just don't use this to benefit their business.
Well, and I think that a lot of business owners, first of all, Facebook is still foreign to a lot of people. And we want to make sure that shifts for people because there's such a huge opportunity. Secondly, as soon as somebody hears that using your personal profile for business is against Facebook's terms and conditions, it suddenly becomes like this big wall is put up. And it's not that you can't do anything on your personal page that has to do with your business, right? There's some very smart and very strategic things that Kelly's going to share with us that's going to make a huge difference for you and your business. And they're not complex. They're very simple, but they're things that you can change before the end of the evening. In fact, while we're doing the show, you could technically do it, but don't click off this screen. We want you to view right to the end. And again, tag your friends, invite your friends. Let's get this video and the show in front of as many people as we can so that we can have as much impact and help as many business owners move the needle for themselves and their business and help them grow.
Yes, I love that. And, the biggest thing for you to remember is that you can really learn to leverage the activities, that are happening both in your business and in your personal life to really benefit your business. And I think the main idea behind all of this is building relationships that will lead back to growing your business. And I don't know, I say this all the time. I don't even remember where I heard it, but someone once said that everybody in your life is either a potential client or they're a connector. And so I know a lot of people too say, oh, I'm not going to share this on my Facebook business page because I don't know anybody that would want this service or this program or whatever it is. But there are people that may not be interested in your business or service, but they are going to be your greatest connection, right? They're going to be the people that are like, well, I don't do that, but my cousin does, or my dad does, or, my sister has a company and like 50 of those people could use your service. And so it's not just about my network isn't my ideal client. It's really about what are you missing by not tapping into that network to make the connections that will allow you to build your business. And using your Facebook personal profile really allows you to gain the trust and respect that your network has by really allowing your personality and who you are to blend into professional and business conversations, and showing yourself in all of your dynamic of being a business owner and who you are as a person. And so that people do want to connect others with you, and so that your ideal clients can see that personal side and gain and trust and connect with you as well. So all around, I think it's a win-win situation. And the first thing that I want to talk about is allowing follows on your personal profile. I know one of the biggest fears, and I think one of the biggest reasons why people say that they don't want to use their Facebook personal profile for business is because there are certain things that they maybe don't want to share with their ideal clients. Or maybe they say, you know what, I post pictures of my family to my friends, and maybe I don't want all of my potential clients to see my kids, or, to see us on family vacation and things like that. But by allowing follows, for those of you that don't know, by allowing follows, you actually don't have to friend everybody in your network. In fact, if you ever get friend requests, and Jeremy, all of you probably get friend requests where you're like, who is this person? They look like somebody I might want to connect with, but they could be like a weirdo or a creeper. Like, I don't really know where they came from. I've had a gentleman who's been trying to friend request me for like 2 years. Like, he literally tries all the time. And today I finally took the time to like stalk his Facebook page and see who he was. And he's a salon owner, like, in my city. And I was like, this guy probably could use messenger bots. Like, how have I not connected with him? How did I not know that, right? But I immediately got into that mode of like, who is this person? For those of you that don't know, when people friend request you, if you actually decline their friend request, but you are allowed follows, it will automatically just make them a follower. So all of those people that reach out to you personally, where you're just like, I don't know who they are, but they could be somebody that could help my business, by declining their friend request, it'll put them into your followers if your followers is turned on, and they will be allowed to see certain things on your profile. And you can actually filter out who sees what, which is part of what we're going to be talking about today.
And I think another neat point, and actually this happened to me today, there's a lady in my networking group at the BBC, the Business Breakfast Club here in Ontario. And we weren't Facebook friends, but we had a conversation face to face. And her first thing she did was followed me. Now, I could have just left it at that, and I did end up friending her because we are actually friends. But it's really interesting because it would allow her to get that exposure to all my content without taking up one of my, what's the limit now? 5,000?
5,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if she was somebody that I wasn't closely connected to, it can still help me expand that vital 5,000 person space.
Yes, 100%. The second tip that I'm going to share with you is celebrating and sharing your business milestones on your Facebook personal profile. So all of you have really amazing things that you do in your business, whether that's, launching new courses, maybe you're holding a live event, maybe you're attending an event to grow your business or to learn more so that you can add more, value to your clients. Maybe you have a client that just did something amazing thanks to you and your coaching and your support. Those are all things that are so important to be able to celebrate and share. In fact, if you've celebrated recently or had a business milestone or a business success, I want you to share it with us here so that we can all help you celebrate, because we love to see what everybody is doing. But just like you would share it here with us so that we can help celebrate and congratulate you, your Facebook personal page is a fantastic way to celebrate that as well. And I just really want you to, I encourage you to shift that mindset. It's so funny when I go through Facebook, and you probably all see those people, it's their son's first birthday, and they're sharing the graduation pictures. And for those of you that have a lot of network with kids, like the first day of school, everybody's in their new lunch boxes and this, that, and the other thing. And summer's here, and it's my birthday, or it's my mom's birthday, right? We share so many personal milestones But for some reason, we think that sharing our professional milestones is weird on our Facebook personal page. But, I don't know about you, but I want to see what all of my Facebook friends are doing, both personally and professionally, so that I can congratulate them, so that I can see what they're doing in their life. But more importantly is that when we do this and tag our business page or tag our client that we are celebrating, we also are allowing people to tap in to that network. By tagging your clients, you're allowing yourself to be seen in front of your clients as well, right? So, Jeremy, if I just helped you with $1 million sale and I congratulate you on my page and say, greatest moment ever as a person, my business, Get With the Program, has just helped Jeremy get to $1 million in sales, and I tag you, now all your friends see your accomplishment. Mm-hmm. They see me. They see my business. And so now I'm also able to get and open up a whole new network of people by doing that.
It's huge. I think my two biggest or most liked posts that didn't have to do with somebody passing away, I guess they weren't liked posts, but was one when I got my book published and hit bestseller. And it was a picture of me going, wait, let me reenact it. Hold on. It was like this. Right? Because and so I shared that and it got crazy coverage. The second was when I finished my degree. Right. And so in my world, those are two equally big milestones. And the book was probably bigger, quite honestly. But it allowed so many more people to see what was going on in my world. And I think that, especially when it comes to publishing a book or any big business milestones, it also helps enhance that credibility. Right. So I think that's huge. And shamelessly, guys, that's why I just actually held the book up for the example, because it reinforced credibility. Again, because we're about transparency. Don't let these milestones be missed. This book became a bestseller in 2015. Still bragging about it. So don't be afraid to bring them back around either, right?
100%. Yeah. There's so many things that we can do and things that we just get excited about. I feel like every time you get excited about something with your business, or you get off an amazing call with somebody, or, you help somebody transform or whatever it is, shout it out. But, and come from that space of like, I want to share with my network, like how amazing things are. Don't come from the space of, and if you want to make $1 million, here's my website, right? So like, and because that actually, I believe, would probably stand on the borderline of Facebook's guide, rules or whatever. Yeah. And that's really not what it's about. It's not to sell to our network. It's to be able to share with our network the great things that are happening and potentially tap into, other people's networks to show what we're doing as well. And, I have to tell you, I say this all the time. I feel like when I get acknowledged from a coach or a business owner on a personal level, that so up levels the customer service that we get nowadays, that, like, if I have a coach that's like, congratulations, like, Kelly, happy birthday and great job on just whatever, like, I would be like, wow, like they personally reached out and noticed me. Mm-hmm. And I think that says a lot to the type of customer service and what we value to other people.
Absolutely.
I think that it's just like leaps and bounds to have other people go, wow, that's really cool. Like, Kelly is a business owner, but she just like shared something that happened with one of her clients. Like, she really must love her clients. They really must have like a great personal relationship. And so often I think that's what people see.
Well, I had a similar thing. My first coach, Joshua David Hayward, he actually had asked me to join him in doing some promotion for a business, and I just did some promotional stuff. And out of it, I won my Apple Watch. Shameless plug for Apple. We should be getting paid for that, right? and so, but what he did was he took a picture of him handing me the Apple Watch, put it on Facebook, tagged me in it. It helped me get exposure to his audience, but also him exposure to my audience, right? So it made me look good for winning an Apple Watch in a sales competition, but it made him look great for referring to me as a client and having that conversation around it. And for him giving me a little bit of a a shout out, right? So it's a win-win.
100%. And I really, I think that it just makes people feel special too. I mean, we're so into this time where I think people talk about so much like customer service is missing, personal relationships are missing, we're social media, we're so automated, there's all of this stuff that it speaks leaps and bounds to like what we can do for our clients and what other people see us doing for our clients.
Absolutely.
And just to celebrate the amazing things that you're doing. If you're going to celebrate that, your cousin's getting married, you 100% should be celebrating the great things that you're doing with your business and that you're allowing, or supporting other people in doing as well. And then the last component is setting up Facebook lists. So this is something I almost feel like if you don't know how to set up Facebook lists and you're watching the replay, comment below with like Facebook lists or something. Jeremy, maybe this is something that we could bring as a separate live training. I know we don't have too much time today, but if you go to your friends list, there's actually a way that you can set up various categories for your friends. And in the beginning, when I talked about allowing follows on your personal profile, being able to really filter what some people are seeing and what they're not, you're by setting up Facebook lists, you're actually able to set up, for example, a list of just your family members, a list of just close friends. If you were in a fraternity or a sorority, you could post a list of like your sorority sisters or your fraternity brothers, so that when you're posting things that you don't necessarily want, like if I'm posting the naked picture of my child in the bathtub, but that I'm like, oh my God, my family's going to love this. I don't think my clients need to see it. That I can actually select, I only want my family to see this photo. So we actually, by using Facebook lists, we actually have a lot of control over who sees what content on our personal profile, which I think lowers a lot of that anxiety that, and that resistance that people have to using their Facebook profile and allowing people in their business in to begin with. Have you set up for lists, Jeremy?
I haven't. No, you mentioned this last week, and it was like on the top of my to-do list, and then a whole bunch of things came up, and it got bumped down. But yeah. I absolutely think, assuming the audience wants it, I think we can totally do like a screen share training later in the week or something. So guys, if you are interested, I know this video is shared all over, so thank you for everybody that shared it. But comment in the comments below this video, no matter what page you're watching it on, and put in FB lists or Facebook lists. If you would like to see a training that we will host, will provide, it's not going to be any cost or anything. It'll be right here on the page. And we'll share that with you, but we need to see that you're interested, right? We're not going to put our time into do up a training if you're not interested. So let us know, put FB lists or Facebook lists in the comments, and we will make sure we do it if we get enough. So let's see.
I feel like it's magical. Like I feel like just from like a business owner standpoint, being able to filter the list really reduced that anxiety I had about, I don't know if I want some of my potential clients to see that I'm on vacation, with my kids, or I don't know that I want this creepy person that's now following me to see like my kids at the park, right? But that really allows us, Facebook has done a really great job with allowing us to have more control over who sees what. And Facebook lists is the key. Like it's really the magic that we now have to have more control over that, so that you can start connecting and using your Facebook personal profile to help make those business connections. So we would love to help you with that if that's something that you're interested in. Again, we were here today talking with the 3 ways to build relationships. Jeremy, do you want to do a quick summary?
Yes, okay. I do. You have the list, though. I don't have the list in front of me.
I do have the list. Were you taking notes?
I was so engulfed in the content.
I'm going to help you out.
Excellent. So the first one, I love these cues. Allow followers on your personal profile, guys. So remember, you don't have to friend everybody for a couple of reasons, privacy reasons, and to not take up those vital 5,000 friend maximum. So allow followers so that more people can be exposed to your message and what you're doing. To celebrate and share business milestones. So don't just be doing the pictures of your best friend's wedding or whatever that you want to celebrate. Don't forget to show the world that you're in business and you've got some wins to celebrate there as well. And finally, number 3, set up Facebook lists. Look, you didn't even change the title, and I managed to.
Oh, I did.
Set up Facebook lists and put in the comments below if you would like to see the training. I'm going to be setting them up for myself now because it seems like a no-brainer to me. It's just a matter of whether or not I record my screen for everybody, basically. So let us know, guys. Share this if you see the replay, you're watching the replay. Post in there as well, FB list or Facebook list if you want to see that training. And I think that is it for this week. So, guys, tune in again next week. We are live at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and eventually we will get really smooth at this intro and outro stuff. Kelly, anything else you want to add before we call it?
No, we love it. We just are so glad you're here. We're like super thrilled to be able to bring all of this amazing value to you. And we have so much content that we have planned for you, but of course we are here for you. So if there's ever anything that you would want to hear about or something specific that you would love to know, as you're watching any of these replays, whatever it is, if you would love to comment and let us know, we are here to support. So absolutely. We always welcome any other ideas or needs that might be out there. But yes, as Jeremy said, thank you for joining us. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Next week. Yeah, we'll see you then, guys. And be sure to like the page.
Yes. Thank you. Super important. Like the page. We love it. Okay. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Bye, everybody.